I tire of idleness. Let's move.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph and this is Warhammer 40k Rouge Trader. We are on the prison planet checking out a riot. Nobody yet. A little bit of loot out there.
We need to investigate. Any challenge for
The
me?
future you see could be the whispers of the archenemy. How can you trust your visions, Adira?
Definitely traps.
I don't think that's the question you
Remains of
wanted
a
to
meal,
ask.
one far too
What you wanted
lavish
to ask
for a
was,
high
how can
full
others
level
bring
of
themselves to
colony.
trust a despicable psycho like me? Face it, sister. Not everybody's as pig-headed as you are.
Long string of names extended beneath the heading top quality workers of this cycle. Alright, so we got to go around. We need to find out who's got the best demolition. Oh, we never gave out stuff here. That's the letter that we had. Let's see what it says. Whenever the wearer of these gloves gets an injury or falls unconscious in combat, their allies gain +1 bonus to damage. Alright, have that for now. Each heroic act used in battle increases the wearer's dodge by 20%. Alright, and you can have that too. Let's move you over there. Alright, demolition 40. 40. 40. 60. Sister, you are the winner.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay. The light of terror shines for us. Never doubt me.
Grok shit. Why me? Why? I missed my tithe payment 12 years ago. 12 years! The inspector's writ got lost somewhere in the bowels of the planetary administratum and was lying there this whole time. But they made sure to remember to tack on the fines every month. By the time they found the blasted paper and finally informed me, the total sum was so obscene it would take 3 generations of my descendants, if I had any, to pay it off. My fate was sealed. Trial, sentence, prison. All because of some daft rotter who shoved my paper in the wrong box. To be fair, I think I got off pretty easy. My bed in the barracks is about as hard as a slab of rockcrete. I've got a home. Working in the quarry isn't much tougher than my old job, and the rules, void take me, that old sot that governs Recad Minoris is a bloody sadist by comparison. It's a strange old place. I haven't been beaten once yet. The guards bark orders all the time, but they never hit us. They also got this kind of inner circle of special chosen prisoners. The optimatum, they call it. If you can get in, Emperor as my witness, you get an actual day off. They let you out of your cell and into the yard by the big barracks. And, I tell you what, they let you rest there and feed you better than whatever swill they've been giving us in the canteen. They told me it's to improve our motivation and all that, to foster a stronger desire to reform and become a worthy servant of the Imperium once more. But I know it for what it is, just a club for the Warden's favorites. The same story as everywhere else. Suck up to the people in power and get some swanky perks. They say the whole thing was the Warden's idea. Funny man, our Warden. He looks more noble than nobility itself. Tall, groomed, teeth even, eyes burning, boots so polished you can see yourself when you move to lick 'em. But that nutter doesn't much want people licking his boots. He walks around looking like he's deep in thought. all right, with only a couple of guards at his side, and he sometimes, if you can believe it, talks to prisoners. What's your name? He asks them all quiet-like. Why were you condemned? Do you feel remorse? He never even yells at no one, never orders them to be flogged. Instead, he doles rewards out to the special ones. Keeps telling us things like how we should strive to make society believe in us again. Uh-huh. Whatever you say, Master Warden. Starting tomorrow, I'll be trying to join these optimates of yours. I'm stuck in here till the day I die, and that means no return to society for me. But with the Emperor's help, I might just join the ranks of the local elite. Alright, that's pretty odd.
What deeds await us?
Scraps of typical prison food, repulsive to your senses. Venerable Optimates, the best among us, the list is faded, and the names are barely legible.
I better myself through my service.
All right.
None shall stand in my way.
Already checked out those.
Take a knee and bow before me.
We've been ambushed.
Your Emperor won't save you.
Grenadier Guard. That doesn't sound good.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Well, that didn't work. Got this run and gun, lets us get some extra movement.
Guided by faith.
We'll do it this way.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Each strike is a prayer. I'll do it.
Chaos guides me.
Yeah, I would have gotten out of there too, people. Well, I mean, they got to run over here, I guess. Dira, let's get you somewhere safe.
They
Ish.
who discern the future own the battlefield. Anything else?
So this buff lets us do more damage to these people. Should have picked the guy farther back.
Will do. Very well.
My tactics are flawless. All too easy. Nothing of value has been lost.
And in charge. Ah! Missed the nimble prisoner.
I bring ruin. Let's get to it.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I will do my duty.
Charge this guy. No.
Victory is imminent.
Will charge
Indeed.
here.
It will be done.
A little extra defense.
Out of my way!
And their kicks are brutal. The deflections aren't doing squat. Running guns on cooldown.
As the Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. Doubt is for the weak.
I serve the ruinous powers!
Such is the will of chaos.
Oh my god, quit kicking me!
High momentum.
There is movement in the Empyrean. Anything else? On it. Be gone.
Already done.
This back.
Nothing I can't do. I am fear incarnate. Not a problem for me. Suits my purposes.
Where'd that other guy go? He went way over here.
Let's see how they respond to this. Already done.
On in, maggot. Ha! Show me what you've got.
I will do
This
my
buff
duty.
on.
At your beck and call. It will be done.
Ah! Hit him for 2 points of damage.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! As the Emperor commands, I act. Eradicated.
There we go. Keep exploring. There's goods here. Oh, they're at the edge of the map. Knives, we don't need any knives. Gas cloud grenades. That might come in handy. Alright, let's see, we got a revolver, some armor, and a force grenade.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Cages have been placed in plain view of the beds. Inside are traces of blood and excrement.
That wasn't so difficult.
Grease-stained edges of this poster detach ever so slightly. It appears it was frequently removed and rehung. I don't need a knife. Bare beds made from metal sheets swing back and forth on rusted chains. Whoever's forced to sleep on them, it would not take much for them to fall. Goods. Looks like more letter. Ha ha ha, I swear the Emperor hasn't forsaken me. Guess who just came down the shuttle gangway among the fresh batch of prisoners? Clenson, throne damned Willa, former administratum clerk. No, the clerk. The very same scum who lost the writ about the missing payment. He's the reason I'm in this hole. Don't know what they threw him in for, but I've never felt better in my life. He's not just behind the same bars as me. He's fresh meat, and I'm a venerable optimate, respected by everyone in the colony. The warden just came up with new improvements. From now on, anyone who underperforms, misbehaves, or causes trouble in any other way is to be punished by the community. Specifically, by the local best and brightest. Yours truly, the Optimates. The last two sods who failed to meet the quota were stripped naked, whipped, and thrown into cages in the big barracks. That's where they have to eat, sleep, and shit. Now, with everyone watching. I thought to myself then, that isn't right. They've taken these punishments too far. But now, just you wait, you piece of grok shit. I'll get you for something. Those cages are calling your name. Beds here have been bolted to the floor and have a thin, torn bed sheet and even tattered pillows. Oh, mono knife, that might be worth something.
Argenta, don't you find it difficult to be without your sisters? You are a soldier without a squad.
I will fight alongside my sisters again. But my present fate is not a burden to me. No matter where I go, or who I am with, I bring death to heretics. That is what matters.
Alright, let's take a look at the inventory and see if we can upgrade anybody's weapons here. Alright, let's look at this revolver. We got a last pistol, 6 to 8, 7 to 11. Last just got a better dodge reduction because it's a laser, I'm guessing. Yeah, let's take this. The axe is better than the serrated monolife. 21, 21, 25. So this is slightly better armor. 21, 21, 25, 15. Yep, so this is better than what we've got. His auto pistol is worse than this. Improved auto pistol. Ready to fire 6. Range 4, range 5. Let's keep with what he's got. Chainsword is better. Her last pistol is better. She's got a... her staff is her melee weapon. Yes? Yes. Jen just got a shotgun and then her bolter, so she's good as well. Alright. So then we can send these by clicking. We can send these to cargo. Oh, I didn't check armor. 30, 30, 15, 10. So what she's got on is better. $40, 22, 5, 10. We'll keep the dodge over the armor. All right.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Prison guard key.
The whispers told me how.
The symbol before you bears a faint scent that is that of the darkest forces of chaos. Chopped up slabs of flesh have been thoroughly washed of any blood. Ugh. Not to mention this giant pile of dead folks. Severed human body parts. Another note. I'm scared. I should have known all that charity from the warden was going to bring nothing but trouble. No noble, no matter how balmy, would pull anything of this sort. But that man, it started with the little things. The warden would come by to talk, as he did, except he used to ask us questions before, and now he mostly gushes sermons. Some gibberish about a path to purgation, the sanctity of sacrifice, seeing with blinded eyes. I listened and nodded. Yes, Master Warden, of course, Master Warden. He could say whatever rubbish he wanted, as long as the tasty Optimate meals kept coming. I thought everyone else was doing the same, nodding just to please the big man. I was wrong. After that, people in the barracks started yapping on about purgation and blindness too. Apparently, us Optimates were no longer just the warden's favorites. We were, Emperor forgive me, prophets of some kind, who were meant to save the rest of this sorry lot, or awaken them, or make them see, some rubbish along those lines. People were now supposed to make sacrifices to Optimates. Yesterday, the sap who slept in the bed under me in my first year here cut off his own damn ear and crawled on knees towards me. He handed me the ear and begged me not to forsake him when the fateful hour came. What in the throne am I supposed to do with an ear? Why is everyone, every single one, staring at me all the time? The warden said the time was nigh, that fate had truly great things in store for the Optimates. I went to look how my good friend Clenson was doing. He hadn't spoken for 3 months, ever since I had all his top teeth ripped out. He spoke today. He looked straight at me and said, "Dead man." I kept hitting him until it hurt me. Now, my fist and feet are bruised. Half the barracks stood there and watched, and prayed. I'm scared. Ugh. Yeah. Things have went kind of south quickly here. Judging by the number of horrid morsels, dozens of victims were slain here. Multi-charge, multi-key, tech use 100%. Go Idra.
Order.
That leads to the main level. We want to... Well, this looks like a fight. My brethren, the dawn is nigh, the optimists will guide us. Yes, yes, dear brethren, have a taste of my steel. Oh, how I've longed for this, my dear brethren. Thank the throne! Normal-looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters. The old man with a gape-toothed smile drops his weapon and holds out his hands in a placating gesture. Please don't shoot us, your nobleness. Let us speak a word. Well, this is a welcome change. Talking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain, the look of this raggedy bunch hardly inspires trust. Give me a reason not to execute you on the spot. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We don't want to riot, but, well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. The warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join in the festivities. So we had to, play along. But that's all it was. Play. We never meant no offense to Governor Medina nor to the lawful authorities of House Winterscale. Give us a chance, eh? We just want to wait until everything blows over, and we can go back to our cells and quietly do the rest of our time. A repentant, honest heretic? How novel! Judging by Abelard's tone, the Seneschal is utterly unimpressed by the old man's ingratiating monologue. Talking is hard. Tell me more about the warden and the riot. Ha! Why soil your tongue talking about that heretic? But, if you insist, here's how it is. The warden of this here prison, the Honorable Master Castiglia, was a crackpot from the start. The previous warden ran things the proper way. Prayer, 1 meal a day, work, a punch in the choppers from the guards, work again. But the new one, do you know what his first decree was? He introduced lunches and dinners by the 9 devils, 3 meals a day. The man was obviously stark raving mad. Things only went down from there. The guards quit it with the teeth punching. The warden forbade them. Instead, the overseer started counting which prisoners were digging up more things in the quarry or swinging their pickaxes harder and whatnot. And then, would you believe it, they put together a list of the best workers. And if someone's on that list also showed good behavior, that's when they got promoted to an optimate, the upper crust among the jailbirds. Or, that's how it was at first. Then the warden decided it's optimates, not the guards, who should be the ones in charge of punishments. And that it wasn't the overseer's job to watch the prisoners work. It was the optimates. Well, let me tell you, that's when those goody two-shoes really started to shine. The guards aren't even in the same league as our dear fellows, the optimates. In the old days, we had maybe 5 or 10 stiff kicks a week. And now, well now, we're just lucky if it was only 50. And that wasn't even the end of it. Warden Castigilia moved out of his chambers to live right here in the quarry under the dome. And I think something in his new home really scrambled his brain. He began spouting the wildest things like the Optimates are saints who will behold the truth. And he started taking them to the quarry. Not all of them returned. The ones who did, you wouldn't recognize them, more beast than man. They were butchering people left and right, even guards and overseers. The warden himself had armed them. And that's the whole sob story. But I knew it from the moment he let us have dinners. Oh, this won't end well. Adira nods knowingly. The old codger's right. Whenever nobles start giving handouts to commoners, something always goes wrong. She noticed your look, catches herself. I mean, that with all due respect, your lordship. No offense intended. If I spare you, what do I gain from it? Now, how can lowly jailbirds hope to thank your noble self? Ah, I have an inkling. You see, us here, we're, how should I put this? Different from the rest of the prisoners in this place. We're all petty thieves from Rickard Minus, debtors, gutter snipes. We're no one serious. Now we, your nobleness, are cut from a different cloth altogether. We're fortune seekers from the void. Why don't we tell you we're on Footfall Station? You know Footfall, the only shipyard and the best market in all of Cronus Expanse. Yes, so we're on Footfall. You can find some very serious business-minded people, and how can you get yourself a very special discount from them on some very special goods? Oh, that was hard to read. But then again, today everything's been hard to read. What kind of very serious people? The most serious kind, your nobleness. Have you heard about the Fellowship of the Void? It's the largest pirate alliance in the Expanse. There is no leader, of course, but there are some terribly serious captains who decided that cutting each other's throats over loot was, what do you call it? Counterproductive? By cutting others' throats. Now, that's anti-counterproductive. And well, their joint efforts leave them with an excess of spoils, so they need to dispose of it somehow. And I, your nobleness, just happen to know people who handle such kinds of dealings on behalf of those very serious people. Very well, I will spare you. Oh, that's so great to hear, your nobleness. Just great. Now, there's a true aristocrat. Not that warden creep. Now then, your nobleness. Where was I? If you're ever on Footfall Station, there's a district there, the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the shadow of our holiest emperor. I've known folks who called it something else, also on account of it being behind the statue. Don't repeat their mistakes, I tell you. Reverend Herminius wasted no time finding and burning them all. Ugh. Forgive an old man for getting distracted. So, Footfall, the Shadow Quarters. There's a bar there built into the remains of an old ship. And in the bar, in the back room, a certain Ryza does her business. Tell her Grandpa Bakhava says hello. You'll be her favorite client in the blink of an eye. There we are. Well, your nobleness, we're going to be going now, if you don't mind. I shall not leave you here to die at the hands of the warden's henchmen. Go tell my pilot that it is the Lord Captain's order that you be sent to my ship. You will join my ship's crew. You have my personal pardon as a rogue trader. We need more guys. We lost thousands of men. I mean, 3 dudes might not make a difference, but you never know. Thanks. We are most grateful, your nobleness. The old man glances you at somewhat skeptically, but then smiles and leaves. Clumps of dust, but no trace of weapons or gears. The storage has not been used in some time. Crappy auto. So we're gonna put those all to cargo.
Follow my lead.
Prevails.
Goes to the main level.
What is that?
Someone found something good. Got some good stuff here. Diviner staff. Got goods in here. Foe hammer and a cloak. Remember correctly, there was something over here. Yep. Idra's tech use.
That wasn't so difficult.
Axe and a las gun. Alright, let's take a look at inventories. This axe is rubbish. Las gun is better than the scrappy auto gun, so we'll take that. When you use Endure, you remove burning, toxin, and bleeding. That's we'll put that there. What do you got? +5 fellowship for each enemy and 2 cell. Okay, you can hang on to that for, I don't know why, but you can hang on to it. Foe hammer. Oh, much better than that guy's, than his last pistol. Diviner staff, maybe Idra can use it. +5 willpower, +5 perception. What's the cosine ability? I guess we'll find out what it is when we can get to it. And then heroic action stuff are the things, the superpowers. I guess we'll see what those can do when we get to the point when we can use those. All right. So we go out this door, or we can go out this door over here. Let's go out this door over
A
here.
new challenge for me.
I don't know if there's a difference, but Evan Winterscale, Lord von Valencius, my greetings. May the light of eternal Terra shine forevermore. The young man before you offers an impeccably courteous bow. He then straightens his back and looks you in the eye, not as a show of defiance, but with cool confidence. It is a gaze of someone which one graces an equal. Evan Winterscale, younger son of Caligus Winterscale, at your service. Lord Ignatius von Valencius, I am pleased to make your acquaintance. As am I. Evan's voice is soft and immaculately polite. Wow. Please accept my apologies for the slight breach in etiquette. Here and now is neither the best place nor time for a protracted ceremony. Reading is hard. Is there anything you can tell me about the Navis Nobilite station in this system? I know more than most, but less than one might expect. Our navigators are true recluses. Evan stops for a moment and glances forward. You can see he is aching to continue further into the prison, but he suppresses the urge to rush off. Uric 5 station is the sovereign demise, Demisnili, whatever that word is, of Navigator House Aurelio. There we go. As I said, they are remarkably reclusive, unwilling to interact with anyone, even the system's governor. Evan pauses. However, House Aurelio has a direct agreement with House Winterscale. Several navigators of the house serve on my father's ship. That is why I was granted personal access to the station for emergency situations and important negotiations. I've been to the station twice. Alone, it is the master's demand that even guards and servants are left on the shuttle. By the throne, it's a bizarre place. Inexplicably, my emotions would shift from sudden trembling to carefree jubilation. For what reason I cannot say. The station was far from uplifting. Every servant who tended to me there had their tongue amputated. Well, I doubt such details are of interest to you. Once we are done here, I can try to contact the station and request access for you as well. But I am almost certain it would be for naught. Allow me to use your access code. My navigator is dead. If I fail to find a new one, the very first warp jump could spell disaster for my ship. As a nobleman and scion of a rogue trader house, you are obliged to aid me. There's a long pause. Evan peers at you, weighing something in his mind. Eventually he lets out a sigh. It is an onerous task, trusting someone at first glance, but I have a good feeling about you, Lord Von Valencius. After all, people in our position can afford to be candid with one another. Absolutely not. They absolutely cannot, Abelard mutters, barely audible. Lately, the Orcelius have been acting even more strangely than usual. They change their access codes with unreasonable frequency. Right before I left for Reichiad Filius, my comlink received a message. How can a blind man see the starry sky? I presume it's the new passphrase. If it is of little help to you, you have my apologies. The navigators are a peculiar breed. Idira leans close to you and whispers in a conspiratorial tone. Lord Captain, while he's being all nice, why don't you ask him if you could borrow a few teensy planets of his? And later, if he asks for them back, you can just say you can't remember where you left them. Trust me, it works every time. Okay, that was pretty good. Let us discuss the matter at hand. You are here to end a riot, are you not? Evan's expression is grave. Indeed, it is a personal matter, if you will, and not simply because this incident occurred in the system that belongs to my father, the prison warden. He used to be a close friend of mine once. I want to give him a chance to come to his senses, lay down his weapons, and stop this senseless uprising. Your diplomacy can truly end the riot. It's worth a try. The fewer deaths, the better. My father would disagree, Evan smirched wryly. Thankfully, he is not here. You came here with naught but a single shuttle's worth of guards? Do you not think it foolhardy? So did you, Evan smiles. I had my doubts, of course, but I am not Governor Medenia. I refuse to sit idle in the safety of a bunker. I wanted to do something, and I thought arriving with a light escort would show Anathagon the sincerity of my intentions. Had I arrived at the head of a whole unit, I would not fault Anne for assuming this was an assault. Where is Warden Castiglia now? He is up ahead somewhere, and further below. We exchanged a few words over the Vox, and he said he would meet me in the quarry behind the prison's building. A strange choice for negotiations, but those were his conditions. There is worry in his voice. Very well. In that case, I shall accompany you. I must admit, I do appreciate your company. This prison is giving me a strong sense of unease, but the lift cannot support both our parties. If you are going ahead, wait for us in the quarry. We will be there shortly. Let's explore over here real quick.
None shall stand in my way.
Dead bodies. This must be the other way into the place. We'll double check just to make sure.
Damn it!
Hydra failed us. Looked like we could have tried again, but from the looks of the outside, that's definitely where that is. Through the pit! Oh, this looks pleasant. The accretions on the outside of the structure indicate some regularly occurring natural phenomenon, possibly poison gas emissions. Warden, prisoners, guards. Everything in the appearance of the man walking towards you, his every gesture and very demeanor, speaks of noble birth. This creates a stark contrast with his hair, a matted knot that clearly has not seen a brush in weeks, and his crumpled and filthy clothing. His face is pale and his eyes burn feverishly. Who are you? I was expecting my friend Evan, not an intrusion. Then your wait is over, Anne. Evan takes a step forward. However, I do not come alone. I am accompanied by the Honorable Lord von Valencius. The man shoots you a piercing glare. I should have guessed it would be you. What do you want, enemy of Aurora? The warden's words are suddenly drowned out by a chorus of voices in your head. The entity that still dwells in the recesses of your mind rejoices in the cacophony of cries. This place, it holds great significance for the entity. In the frantic chanting of the voices, you can almost make out words that speak of an ancient grave, one that was opened, or it contained a priceless treasure, the most coveted prize that was retrieved by the faithful after a centuries-long search. How do you know who I am? Lies have many faces, but there is only one truth, and it has been laid bare before me. I know the enemy of the truth would come here sooner or later. And this isn't you. I don't know how it came to this, but please, let me... Quiet, Evie. I promise I will talk to you later, when we are alone. I can't say I'm eager to spend time alone with you, not after everything I've witnessed on Rykidia Philia. and what I'm witnessing right now. You know, we had this guy once. He was a quiet one. One day he walked into the middle deck bar, threw one back, and then pulled out a gun and started shooting people left and right without saying a word. Then he shoved the barrel in his mouth and blew his brains out. Our warden here has exactly the same look in his eyes right now. What madness have you wrought on this prison? Do you truly not know? He becomes more animated and runs his hand through his matted hair. You note it has been some time since he last trimmed his nails. This is my garden, where I tried to grow the seedlings of a beautiful future. That was before I realized that there is no future, not in the sense ordinary people understand. We are too attached to this life, to the limitations of our weak bodies, to the short-sightedness of our eyes that can scarcely see. It is all so insignificant. The true future lies beyond real space, and the only way to reach it is through a cleansing sacrifice. Do you understand? Why did you mutilate these people? These are my optimates, saints who will guide the flock at our fated hour. Listen, he pauses and smiles. Can you hear? You can't. They are crying out, calling. It's just that their cries are not meant for our ears. They cast their voices out there, beyond the edge of the glass, into the transparent quiet. There they are heard. There their call is answered. Rogue Trader, every moment spent speaking to this heretic could be a moment spent destroying him and committing this place to the purifying of flames. Isn't it time we got started? Pit. There's something special about it, is there not? An item of value was once buried there. Now tell me, Warden, what was this item, and who took it from here? The Warden's gaze bores into you. Then he smiles with the corners of his lips. You are too late, enemy of the truth. This bastion has already fulfilled its great purpose, and you will never find the trail of the tainted relic that now rests in the hands of the devoted, or the devout. Who is Aurora? Ah, so you've managed to barge in here and interfere with the prophetess' design without even knowing who she is. But it is too late now. You will never attain sight. All you can do is accept your fate. He suddenly stirs like a predatory beast. I do not like it when people take the prophetess' name in vain. I desire your death, enemy of the truth. Wait! The Warden raises his hand, and the maimed people start thrashing about in their death throes. The time for words is past. Optimates, give your power to this harbinger of Aurora. Let our foe see the truth. Our become awash in blood.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
All right. Put our gent over here behind some cover. Let's go here. Put Coonrad here. We'll put Idra here. Now it's not showing, now the thing goes over, but it's not showing that I can be hit, so we're gonna do some science here.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Run and gun gives us another shot.
I'll do it.
Was that on purpose?
Did I hit Idra? I hit Idra. Oh, goodness gracious. I wasn't paying attention to that. Sorry, Idra. Throw buff.
Will do.
Throw buff. What sort of armor does he have? He's only got 25 armor, so we're not going to worry about this. That was a good hit.
Let's make it quick. Let's get to it.
The first guy was a good shot.
Forge ahead!
Oh, I wanted to get here with the charge. Oh, there we go. Now we are.
All too easy.
That is not what I meant to do.
Suits my purposes.
Yeah, let's
Nothing
kill
I
this guy.
can't do.
One less attack coming my way.
Indeed. At your beck and call. I took care of this one.
That was awesome. Let's go ahead and get this deflection for us for this first turn. I noticed there was a guy up here as well. So there's more guys. There's a lot of guys around here. We have Evan with us though, so we got something. Whoops.
Break them morale.
I am your doom.
Death to non-believers. Death to the weak.
Only person he shot was his boss. Killed a guy and shot his boss and did no damage to us. They can keep shooting for all I care for that matter.
Chaos guides me.
Ow.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
I hate when I do that. Get my mouse over the wrong spot. And we missed. Yeah, her run and gun is in recharge, so we can't do anything there. Idra's like, get me away from that person. She shot me.
Anything else?
Again, let's remove an action.
Out of my way. Here we go.
Not a problem for me. All too easy. Watch and learn.
Well, that doesn't look good. Unholy lens. One over here by us, wasn't there? Yeah, that one's not glowing like the other two. Oh, that's where he's at.
Suits my purposes.
Can't charge him.
Nothing I can't
Charge
do.
over to him. Let's go get rid of some lesser dudes.
It will be done. At your beck and call. Indeed.
Warhammer's like a shotgun pistol.
I'll live another day.
Chaos guides me. Out of my way!
High momentum.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Ah, so we can't go past that.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Come on, do what I want you to do, not what you want to do. 0% chance to hit him. Okay.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. Each strike is a prayer.
Use the superpower. Yeah, let's
In
use the
thy
superpower.
light I stand, and thy light I crave. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let me get rid of these things I'm thinking. Since one of them brought that guy back from lot dead.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
We get this. She's not gonna get near anybody, but it'll raise this up for superpowers. Hydra's gonna get away from this thing. She will give Argenta the buff. What's her new staff? What's this? Next hit against the target will be an automatic critical hit. That's pretty freaking awesome. Can we put this on it? No. So let's put this on him.
But of course.
Expose the weakness.
Was that you? Or
See if the yell will damage this thing.
anything else?
2 points of damage. Probably better using the gun. Yeah, that's starting to climb up there.
Hold on! Let's get to it.
Already done. Not a problem for me.
My place is at the fort. It will be done. At your back and fewer tongue.
You didn't do this. Almost forgot to do that.
That was insulting.
Ah. So that red line goes through. I could shoot through this thing and hit the enforcer. So that's not good. We don't want to do that.
Rejoice in battle!
Just start shooting this one.
Doubt is for the weak.
On it. But of course.
Now his armor's down to 12 from the 25 it was at.
Anything else?
Missed miserably.
Let's make it quick. Let's get to it.
All too easy.
Let's put 2 more bleed on him.
Nothing I can't do.
Nope. Doesn't stack.
It will be done. Indeed.
That was a good shot.
You're at near.
Miscreant.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Almost got it down.
High momentum.
Alright, yeah, so it does reset.
Was it you? Or... Anything else?
She is not hitting squat, is she?
Suits my purposes. Already done.
the stars themselves. It will be done.
Can't sort it. We can pistol it. Oh, I could have shot again, probably.
The sword of the Imperium!
Oh, we gotta get rid of these things.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Ah, Hydra can't. She's not got a lot she can do here.
Will do. Anything else?
It's that lightning thing. Demonic impediment.
That is not my destiny. What is this foreboding?
She interacts from here? No. I don't think she can even hit the dang thing with anything.
Out of my way! Here we go.
Never wavered in the face of adversity. All too easy. Suits my purposes. Not a problem for me.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Can't shoot the lens? I was shooting it earlier. Oh, because I didn't click on the gun. And of course we'll hit Hydra. Yeah.
My faith strengthens me.
I'll do it.
Oh, come on.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh, come on.
what is to come.
Can't see it. Gosh dang it.
On it. Anything else?
Hold on. Let's get to it.
Nothing I can't do. All too easy. Ah! Another clean strike.
Victory is imminent.
Ah, goodness gracious, you suck.
At your beck and call. Indeed.
Stay vigilant.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone!
Argenta, you are horrible at this. Ah, criminy. There she goes. Idra did something.
Let's make it quick.
Suits my purposes. Already done. Watch and learn.
Follow my lead.
Can't see it.
At your beck and call.
Weapon at the ready.
Evidently, he could only use each one once. Okay. Wow, we've gone really far here today. Sorry about that, but we're stuck in a conversation instead of battle. Evan approaches the body of his friend and remains silent for some time. Then he looks at the quarry. His gaze is dark. Everything here must be purged with fire. Anne, what have you done? Curious indeed. Just what exactly has he done here? I do not know, nor do I want to know. These ravaged people, this stained glass, all this talk of Aurora, these are abundantly clear signs of lunacy and heresy. I wish I could understand how the man I knew came to be this way, but one should not peer into the abyss. You've got that right. The abyss happily swallows up wretched commoners and polished aristocrats alike, and it likes naive idealists best of all. Adira smiles bitterly at Evan before turning her gaze to the remains of his former friend. May I invite you aboard my ship, Evan? I would like to continue our acquaintance. I thank you for the invitation and accept it gladly. I will arrive by my shuttle in a while. If you'll excuse me, I would like to be alone for some time. All right, 3 profit factor gained. That's good. All right, I will I'll call it here. We'll loot next time. So thank you guys for watching. I apologize again for this one being a little bit longer than normal. Well, okay, a lot longer than normal. Thank you guys for watching again. It's always appreciated. I've been Sir Joseph. You guys are amazing. Until next time, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.